Another Way by Ambrose Bierce, 1842 to 1914. I lay in silence, dead. A woman came and laid a rose upon my breast and said, "May God be merciful." She spoke my name and added, "It's strange to think him dead. He loved me well enough, but 'twas his way to speak it lightly." Then beneath her breath, "Besides," I knew what further she would say, but then a footfall broke my dream. Today the words are mine. I lay the rose upon her breast and speak her name and deem, it's strange indeed that she is dead. God knows I had more pleasure in the other dream. Okay, this is a poem by Ambrose Bierce. He was an American. I think he was born in Ohio. He was most famous as a writer of short stories, but he was a journalist, a poet, and he fought for the Union in the American Civil War. His poems his stories very often have a twist or a supernatural twist at the end of them. He's famous for his short stories. Interestingly enough, in 1913 he went to Mexico to discover what was happening in the war there, and he vanished without a trace and never came back. So, Another Way. What's this about? Well, this is about he's having a dream. I think he's having a dream where he's dead, and this woman comes and she lays a rose on his breast. She lays a rose on him, and she says that, and he says that she spoke his name and said, "It's strange that he's dead," and she understood that he loved her and she loved him, but it wasn't something that he normally said, and perhaps her attitude is rather dismissive, that, well, she's not he's not terribly important to her. And I knew the other things that she was going to say, and then suddenly he woke up, and now suddenly we're in a different time, and now the woman is dead, and he's laying the rose on her breast, and he's saying it's strange that she's dead. And then he says, "But I enjoyed the other dream more. I enjoyed the time when I was dead and she was talking about me more." So, I lay in silence, dead. I'm dead. A woman came and laid a rose upon my breast and said, "May God be merciful." So, God have mercy on his soul. God look after him. She spoke my name and added, "It's strange to think him dead. It's strange to see him dead. He loved me well enough, but 'twas his way to speak it lightly." So yeah, he loved me, but it's not something that he used to say. And I think here she is. She doesn't really love him. He's a friend, but little more. This is. She is there to pay her respects, and then she's going to say more things. Then beneath her breath, "Besides, I knew what further she would say. I knew what else she was going to say. That she didn't really love him." But then he hears somebody stepping into the room, and this broke his dream. And now the situation is changed. Today the words are mine. It's me to speak. And I put the rose on her breast because she's dead. And I speak her name. And I say, well, it really is strange that she's dead. But then he says, well, I enjoyed the other dream more, where she actually felt something for me, that she's commenting about my death, that there is some reaction from her to him. And I think in some ways this is talking about the contrast of feelings, that he wishes that she had loved him much more. So, Another Way by Ambrose Bierce.